What is going on, guys? Welcome to my blue meanie gank build. So I'll just go straight into the sets, and surprise surprise, I'm still running the New Moon Acolyte bow sharpened with a weapon damage enchantment. The reason we run the weapon damage enchantment is because it procs on the focused aim. Back bar is a Maul of Potentes, which will reduce player damage by 3%, so give you a bit of more protection. And we've got the trait as powered, so you get some extra heals, which is quite nice. So when you're spamming heals, you can actually survive pretty good. And then the head and shoulders are Balog, which obviously at maximum 500 ultimate, you're going to gain a ton of weapon and spell damage and penetration. That's where the high penetration is coming from. And then you want everything in divines, and I'm running the Night Mother's Gaze, which will give you the major breach. It's mostly light, it's all light. 6 light, 1 medium, all divines, all max magicka, and New Moon amulet and 2 New Moon rings. So there's no mythic on this, and I'm all running Bloodthirsty. I'm running Bloodthirsty because the first initial hit is just to proc the major breach, and also the minor breach from focused aim. So the first initial hit is not to kill. That's why I'm running Bloodthirsty, as obviously once they've took some damage, it will stack, so it should hit harder, like the impale and the execute. So that's all the sets. So it's all crafted as well, apart from the battle, which is nice. No mythic. Nice and easy bits to acquire. The hardest bit is probably the monster's helm, but most people should have it by now. Food we run is Bewitched Mother Skulls for max stats, and obviously Tri Potions just for some sustain. The skills we're running, the front bar I've got Shrewd Offering. The reason I'm running this is because with the siphoning, one of the passives gives you extra max magicka. Well, you've got siphon ability slide, so that's going to give you front bar heals and extra magicka. So because we're all stacking into magicka, so obviously that's going to make the damage more. Then impales you execute, super strong. Focused aim for the minor breach, because we're debuffing the enemy. Slotting concealed weapon, as that gives you a damage bonus, and a camouflage hunter for the fighters guild passives for extra damage, and you get the major savagery and prophecy from running this, and obviously your Dawnbreaker to do a surprise hit, which hits extremely hard. On the back bar with the Maul, we are running Temporal Guard to reduce your damage taken, your Shadow Redisguised Cloak, Concealed Weapon again just for the, I think it also gives you a movement buff as well. That's why I've got that slotted. Yep, Minor Expedition. And then you get the Major Expedition from the Race Against Time, and this is for your Minor Force. and then you rally for your major excuse me, major brutality buff, and also you get some stamina recovery, which is nice, and again your strong heal. So obviously I haven't got the Undaunted, but if you have the Undaunted you're going to get a few extra max stats to hit even harder. And I'm a Khajiit, and I'm not sure if Khajiit is actually the best race. It probably is, or Dark Elf, but I do actually prefer Dark Elf now, but I'm not going to change the race. And obviously get your medicinal use, because obviously sustain is a bit tough on this build, obviously, because you are ganking and you're sort of going all out in a short window, so you've got to be careful. So all 64 points into Magicka, and the Lover Mundus for maximum penetration. And make sure you release stage 2 Vampire. The CP, just make sure you're running Steed's Blessing for the movement, and obviously liquid efficiency, because you're going to go through a ton of potions, so make sure you've got that on as well. And this blue CP is Wrathful Strikes, Deadly Aim, Master at Arms and Fighting Finesse. I believe they're the best. And red CP is Celerity, Bastion, Bloody Renewal and Boundless Vitality. You can obviously play around with these, but I would definitely recommend Bastion. I only found this one quite recently. I didn't even know there was a damage buff on the red CP, but there is. So if you slot that, you're going to do more damage against people that are shielding. So all them sorcerers and that, it'll cut right through them and you'll get extra damage bonus. So yeah, that's the build. And obviously to pre-buff, you press 3 buttons in the back bar. So it's just rally, race against time, cloak, go to your front bar, and then you drop a focused aim and a light attack. And then obviously for tankier targets, if you built up all your ultimate, you come in with the pre-buff with the 3 skills there, then run in, Dawnbreaker. Obviously if that's at 500 ultimate, you're going to hit absolutely super hard. And then obviously you can finish off with an impale, or or a focused aim, whatever you need. If you get into trouble, just cloak out, keep healing, cloak. Like I said, sustain is a little tough on this, so you've got to calculate your shots and try not to take risks too much. But it cuts through most people. There's very few people that can withstand against it, unless they're expecting it. Then they can sort of shield through some of it. But when you've got that 500 ultimate, the damage, and the penetration, it goes up to around 30k, and you will cut through a lot of people. So I think that's everything. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the build, guys. I'm going to do more builds. Obviously the Nightblade is being buffed next patch. I think they're adding Camouflage Hunter. I'm sure it's these buffs, the Major Savagery and Prophecy. They're adding it to Shadowy Disguise. Obviously you won't need to run that, you can slot something else, so it's going to make the Nightblade even more powerful. So ganking is going to be even worse next patch. I mean worse as in like it's going to be just everywhere. Everyone's going to be ganking. It's going to be awful. So we're going to have a lot of fun with this build. It's going to only get stronger. So cut through all those tanky enemies, guys. If you like the video and the build, please drop me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.